it's Megan. I wanted to do a video review for the Kat Von D Poetica palette. It looks like this. It looks like this. And it looks like this. Let's keep the mirror down. I have natural light swatches, so you can see the color in natural light, not kind of in this artificial light where I think it always adds kind of a yellowish tone to it. But it's also just not representative of what it looks like. This palette I've had for about a year. I'm obviously not using it enough, which I totally agree with, but it was a gift. And so I guess I've kind of kept it to the side. But I do truly love it, and so I wanted to do a review on it. So you've got two sides. You've got this one where you've got kind of the bone, the taupe, the copper, the blackish shade I'll explain in a minute. Here you've got, again, a different bone, and you've got these amazing purples. So what do you get? You get Forgiveness, a pearlized buttercream, and I'm actually going to it's shipped over here, which is You Alone, which is the matte vanilla. So the difference, this one is a little less shimmery, and I think it's got kind of a pink mauve undertone. This one has a little bit more of a yellow peach undertone. You've got Sand Timer, which is a pearlized sand. Again, these are mostly shimmery shades, so you gotta like shimmer. I love this kind of color. This is the kind of thing I would just take the letter shade, put it up under my eyebrow, and then put the taupe on my lid when I have like a second to get ready in the morning. That is also the same thing I would do with Chandler, a pearlized copper, which is just a stunning color. And then you have Wonderland. No, you've got Tijuana. It's hard to read and talk at the same time. Brown and black with gold sparkle. I love this color. Black can be a little harsh on me. Brown, I like that little blackish tint to it better than just plain brown. And then adding the gold is just stunning. So I actually use this on my eye, and I'll explain it in a minute. But I absolutely adore the shade. So what I see when I look at this palette is these four make a beautiful look, and these four make a beautiful look, except I took this one right here, the Tijuana, and mixed it into my purple look as well. So you can kind of, I actually think this is a very neutral palette. You can really smoke it up and make it dark if you want, because you've got that ability, but the colors are light enough that you can really do it for everyday lighter looks. So I'm going to start here. Again, this was You Alone, the matte vanilla. You've got Babe, which I think is just shining, a beautiful, stunning kind of lavender, but with this otherworldly moonish kind of glint to it. And I think you can see that in the outside swatches. When I did the swatches, I mostly just did a one finger swipe, which is the way I like to do it, because you know, you build it up enough and you can make any swatch look good, but I like to show you what it looks like if you're actually just using it with one swipe. A couple of the lighter shades I did two swipes because they were so light, and when you take a light shade in any sort of light and you try to show it on camera, it just doesn't show up that much. It just doesn't. In real life, it looks soft and pretty. On camera, not so much. So you have that problem a little bit with this palette, but they are gorgeous shades. Skiba, this one right here, Purple with Gold Pearl. I just am not a fan of this shade. I tried really hard to like it. It's the only one in the palette. I'm not getting. These are super soft. With super soft, you get a little bit of flaking in the pan when you use your brush, and super soft also means that, gosh, they do last a lot longer on with an eyeshadow primer under, although these last quite well. But they blend just so beautifully, so it's really easy to take kind of the colors and do a graduated color scheme and just look so pretty and natural. So you get kind of that advantage. This one, I felt it was really hard to get a good color buildup. I felt it was a little too flaky compared to the other shades. It's just not my favorite, but I did use it. And then you have Wonderland, which right here is Burgundy with Gold Pearl, and I, again, love this shade. I'm going to show you the pencil, and then I'll show you what I did. This right here is the pencil. It's a mini travel size. It's black. I think it's a little grayish black, but it's black. Waterproof. It lasts beautifully on me. I like this brand of pencils. Put it on the upper waterline. It didn't bleed. I don't like the way things look when I put them directly on my lower waterline. So you'll see in some of my other videos, if I put the black pencil here and it bleeds, I actually like it because it's softer, but I'm okay with the ones like this which set really fast that don't do that. They're just not as kind of transferable. what I did is I took You Alone, this matte vanilla. I'm going to use my little pencil to show you. And I put that up right here under the eyebrow. Then Kat Von D does these wonderful videos where she takes these shades and she graduates them across her eyelid, getting kind of darker and darker and darker, and then blending it all, and it looks gorgeous on her. I have so much space up here that if I do too much of that, I start looking a little bit overdone, so I have to be careful. These shades are light enough that I can do a little bit of it. So I took the Babe right there, lavender, put that in the inner corner. I took my least favorite shade, Skiba, and I put that kind of on the outer half. So Kat Von D would divide this up in 4. She put the bone, the lavender, the lighter, the darker purple, and then that burgundy right out here, and then blend it all in. Too much for me. But I did take my least favorite shade and blend it under the eye like this, and I have to say it looks really, really pretty. So as much as it's my least favorite shade, it's actually quite a pretty shade. If you see what it does to the blue eyes, very nice. Then I took this amazing burgundy and I mixed it just a little bit out in the outer corners, a little tiny bit under here, and all the way into the crease. So with Kat Von D, I would expect, watching her videos or with a lot of people, you could take the burgundy or the blackish kind of gray and go further in, make it darker, and you would also kind of really build it up on the outer corner of your eye. On me, it's just going to look artificial, so I didn't do it. Then, because I love this Tijuana so much, the black and brown with gold sparkles, I put that lining the upper eye just a tiny bit into the corner. So this is a look with the eyes. You could really play it up by mixing a lot more of that darker, blacker, or burgundy into it, but I wanted kind of a more wearable look for the video. That's what you got. Overall, what do I like about it? I love the colors. Kat Von D just has these beautiful, pigmented, rich, amazing colors. Her purples are just beyond compare, and since I've been talking a lot about purple, I decided to do the purple side. Honestly, I've been wearing more the other side. And those are also just amazingly flattering. In fact, I wonder, this is probably horrible, but I'm going to try it anyway. Just want to show you how pretty that copper is. Okay, it doesn't really mix with purple, but you can see how pretty the color is on. I like the wearability with an eyelash primer. These last a good 8+ hours on me. So blendability, I like the soft texture. It's not too soft so that it kind of fades away, but it's blendable. I like the wearability. I like the pigmentation. What do I not like? I don't not like anything about this palette, which is why I'm doing the review. Even though I've had this for about a year, I don't wear it enough, but I really love it. So I think if you are considering it, you should seriously consider it. It's a good palette for a lot of different eye colors. If you have comments on this video, please let me know, or suggestions for other videos. I actually did this specific video because someone asked me about other purple eyeshadows, and I really like this palette. So this is a response to a request. Please subscribe on YouTube, and I also do videos for my book, Get Your Child to the Top, which is a parent-focused education book, and I think that's it. Bye.